Good morning, Booker.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. Having a little Wi-Fi problems on my end, but we're here now. Everybody ready to get started?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, Booker, do we have any more in the waiting room?
No, Judge, everybody's in.
All right, we'll get started then. Okay, I will be explaining to the Zoom audience how we'll be calling the Zoom. I will be calling the Zoom docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off, and then announce yourself to the court. I'll say it one more time. I will be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on if it is off because you are in court and I do need to see you. You are free to turn your camera off after that, then announce yourself to the court because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in this morning, I do issue FTAs. That stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we'll begin. Today is Monday, March 20th, 2023, County Court 12, calling the 9 o'clock docket. And we'll start with Enrique Huerta. Enrique Huerta.
Present.
Thank you, sir. Got your check then. Susan Kim Guava. Suzanne Guava.
Present.
Thank you, Susan. Ramon Valdez. Ramon Valdez. Ramon. No. Angie Segura. Angie Segura.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, Angie.
Mm-hmm.
Ali Emotion. Ali Mosen.
Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Elias Aguilar. Elias Deshawn Aguilar. Angelica Martinez. Angelica Martinez. Marcelo Caparate. Marcelo Caparate.
Good morning. Morning.
Got you checked in. Nandy Baker Bernal. Nandy Baker Bernal.
Did you say Angelica Martinez?
Ma'am, I will come back around.
Oh,
Don't interrupt. Nandy Baker Bernal. Corey White. Corey Darnell White.
Here, ma'am.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Corey. Got you checked in. Ahmad Shami. Ahmad Shami. Or Shame. No.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Did Ahmad answer? Jesus Barrego. Jesus Barrego. Kristen Van. Kristen. Roxanne Van.
present, Your Honor.
Thank you. Got you checked in. Lasagna Smith. Tiana Smith. Bradley Ledford.
I'm present, Your Honor.
I'm present for him as well, Your Honor.
Thank you, Counselor. Amy Dabala. Amy Michelle Dabala.
Present,
She's
Your Honor.
present.
Thank you, Counselor. Bert Diaz. Thier Herrera. Rick Fernandez. Jean Nicole Ochoa. Matronique Wilson.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you. Alonzo Vallejo.
I saw him on the screen. Your Honor, counsel's present. Let me see if you just.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Counselor. Got you checked in, Alonzo.
Thank you.
Thesis Price. Jorge De Hoyos Ibarra.
Yeah, present.
Thank you. Got you checked in, sir. Giovanni Longoria. David Ortiz Lopez.
Present.
Thank you, David. Got you checked in. Patricia Dunlap.
I'm present on that, Your Honor. She's in custody.
Oh, she's in custody. Okay, thank you, Counselor. I'll
Yes, sir.
circle around to it. Irma Garcia Martinez.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here.
Thank you, Irma. Gustavo Garrido. Gustavo Garrido.
Present.
Thank you, sir. Got checked in. Kevin Rachel. Kevin Thomas Rachel.
Present, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. Jose Medina. Jose Medina.
Here, ma'am. Here, Judge.
Jose, could you turn your camera on, please?
Okay. Here.
Okay, thank you, Jose. Got you checked in. Thank you. Luis Torres. Luis Jorge Torres. Henry Garza. Henry Garza.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in. Jonathan Lindsay. Jonathan Brandon Lindsay.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Ivan Novak. Ivan Nicholas Novak.
Present, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Inella Luta. Inella Luta.
Judge, she just checked in with me.
Mhm.
She's not speaking English. She's Romanian.
Is she in the hallway?
She's in the hallway. She speaks Romanian, so I think we're gonna have to give her some kind of.
Okay. I'll bring her in a minute. Okay, I'm gonna go back through this list one more time for the individuals that did not answer at the 9 o'clock docket call. But first, I'm going to give some instructions on how this morning is going to roll out. So defense attorneys that need a reset, the court will give you a reset. I do, however, require that you talk to one of the two ADs on the Zoom. That would be Kendra or Caleb. Even if you have talked to them last court setting and you have not changed your mind, you still want the exact same thing, I am still requiring that you talk to one of them. Even if you just got hired last night or last week or last month, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. Even if there is a felony pending along with this County Court 12 case, I am still requiring that you talk to one of the two ADAs. I see no downside to communication, guys. I know that I am over here trying to move my docket. I know that you defense attorneys are trying to bring closure to your clients' cases so they can get back to their normal lives. And we cannot do this without communication. So defense attorneys, just please take a few moments to go into the breakout rooms with one of the two ADAs to get on the same page about the status of this hearing, this case this morning. Now, defense attorneys, if you've talked to one of the two ADAs within the last 2, 3, even up to 5 days ago, and that talk, that chat, that email, that call was about the setting today, I'll take that. I do consider that a confer. I highly recommend that's what you guys would do. So when you get into court, and when I get to the part about who's already conferred, you can quickly say, I've already conferred. And if you want, the court can give your client a reset and release your client. But we're here now today, so you have to stay on and confer and wait. All right, now how are we gonna do this is I need the defense attorneys to please send chats to Booker. Booker's gonna line you guys up in order of how he receives those chats to go into the breakout rooms. Now, it is 9/11, usually about 10 o'clock. We are more than 75% done with the docket. I say that to say we try to move things along quickly in County Court 12. So when Booker puts you guys in those breakout rooms, please do not pop out of the breakout rooms to say no one's come to see me in the breakout room. Like I said, just exercising a little patience. We really do try to move things along quickly. Someone will be into that breakout room quick enough to go over the matter of today's setting with you. All right, now I'm gonna go back through this list one more time. Remember, for the individuals, the defendants that did not answer at the 9 o'clock docket call. So remember, I'll be calling the docket by the defendant's name. So defendants, when you hear your name called, please unmute yourselves, turn your camera on. If it is off because you are in court and I do need to see you, you are free to turn your camera off after that. Then announce yourself to the court, because from my end, I am checking that you're either answering the docket or that you're not answering the docket. And at some point, defense attorneys, if your client never zooms in, I do issue FTAs. That stands for failure to appear. A warrant will issue for your client. So we'll begin again. Is Ramon Valdez on the Zoom now? Raymond Valdez on the Zoom? Raymond?
I think he is here,
Here,
Judge.
Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Raymond. Got you checked in now.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. My name wasn't called the first time.
I will get to everybody. Guys, don't interrupt the judge when she is talking. I go through the list one more time, twice. I will get to a point that if your name has not been called, I'll give you a chance to speak up, okay? Just so you guys know, it is not proper protocol in a judicial system to interrupt the judge when the judge is talking, okay? That goes for any judge, any court. That is the proper protocol. When the judge is talking, do not interrupt, okay? Elias Aguilar on the Zoom now. Angelica Martinez on the Zoom.
I'm here.
Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in now. Nandy Baker Bernal. She on the Zoom now. No. Let's see. Ahmad Shami. That's in Stevenson's case, Booker. That's not a jail case, is it? Ahmad? No.
No, Judge, it's not.
Okay. Jesus Borrego.
I'm here, Your Honor.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Got you checked in now. Tiona Smith. No. How about Bert Diaz?
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. Got you checked in now. Pierre Herrera. No. Rick Fernandez. Jean Ochoa. Nicole.
Here, Your Honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Got you checked in. Thesis Price. Laron Price. No. This is the jail case book of Patricia Dunlap. Did they bring her a book? Patricia Dunlap. That's the jail case.
They haven't brought over yet, Judge.
Okay, thank you. Giovanni Langloria. Luis Jorge Torres. Let's see. Anela Luta, that's the one, Booker, that Steve says is from Romania. She doesn't speak any English. We'll bring her in a minute. Okay. I've now gone through the list twice. Are there any individuals you think you're in the right place, you're on the Zoom, and you did not hear your name called at all? You did not hear your name called?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, Monica Vela. Okay,
Yes.
Monica, was today your correct court date?
Yes, it was for the 20th.
Okay, who is your attorney? Do you know?
Michael Goins.
Michael Goins, okay. Do you know your SID or your cause number?
I don't.
Booker, do you have her? Is she on the docket today?
Yes, Judge.
I don't think her. Did I call her name?
No, Judge, she was not on our finalized docket because she has an active warrant.
Okay, is that active warrant out of County Court 12?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, what happened? Did she
It was
miss
a
her?
bond. It just shows there was a bond increase. I'll pull the file and see what was going on with it.
Okay, Monica, you have an active warrant out of my court. Your attorney is probably will be coming on shortly. We're gonna let you address, like your attorney talk to you about what's going on, and then he'll address the court. So stay on the Zoom, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Is there anyone else that did not hear their name called at all this morning? Did not hear their name called? Okay, I guess we covered everyone. Okay, so before we move forward with other matters of the court, I'm going to give a few housekeeping rules about County Court 12. Okay, first rule being defense attorneys that are moving forward with a plea. Remember, 2 sets of paperwork. 1 set comes from the court. The other set comes from the district attorney's office. If you are not sure if your client has done all the paperwork, just let Booker know. Booker can put you in a breakout room with your client and you can go over these matters. I just don't want anyone to sit on the Zoom for an hour or so. And when I call the case, we discovered that no paperwork or only part of the paperwork has been done. All right, it's an easy solution. Also, defense attorneys moving forward, remember, please ask your client this one question. Are they a resident of their county? We've just been getting so many lately. I realize that San Antonio, Bexar County is a very touristy town. We get a lot of outsiders. If your client does not live here, we really do need to know that. Of course, you're living in America. You have the right to live anywhere you want, you wish to. We just need to know this so that that can go over to the probation department. They can have that information, because the probation is not knowing that, your client's going to get an automatic violation. Who needs that hassle at the beginning of a probation? It's an easy solution. Just let the court know, let your attorney know, let the probation officer know, here from County Court 12, so that I can write on the spot that this client resides perhaps in another state, another county, Travis, Harris County, what have you. And then I can make the decision if the case should be transferred to wherever your client resides, or I can give your client permission to report to probation by Zoom. But if we don't know this, none of this information is going over there. Again, your client will get a immediate violation, okay? All right. Also, defense attorneys, if your client has an MTR on the docket this morning, remember, besides speaking to one of the two ADAs, they must also speak to our CLO, Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He is our probation officer for County Court 12. Of course, because it is an MTR, a motion to revoke probation, we do need the input from the probation department, okay? Also, defense attorneys, if your client has been arrested, just arrested for a DWI at least twice, your client's case is going to automatically be sent over to the DWI court. That is a treatment specialty court. I cannot mandate or order anyone into that court, but your client will be given the opportunity to get information and be evaluated for what I do consider red flags with issues and usage of alcohol. Again, your client will not be able to leave this judiciary able to say no one offered him help or talk to him again about what I consider red flags and issues of alcohol usage. Now, besides presiding over County Court 12, I also preside over the mental health court. That is a specialty treatment court. If anyone wishes their case to be transferred to that court, just let Booker know. He can get the ball rolling. It doesn't even have to be that your client has ever been officially diagnosed with a mental health illness. If they think they're bipolar or suffering from severe depression or anxiety, PTSD, schizophrenia, what have you, that is good enough for us. We will get them properly seen and diagnosed, okay? I do run several dockets of mental health. One of the dockets, the PTD docket, the pretrial diversion docket. If your client is deemed eligible for that docket, not only does the case get dismissed, it gets totally expunged from your client's record at no cost to your client. Options for everyone. All right, so moving forward, are there any defense attorneys that have already conferred? They just want to give a report to the court. We can release your client, give your client a court date. All right, go ahead. What do you got?
May I, Coach Judge?
Yes, Ashley.
I am on the Zoom as well.
Okay.
Mine was my Wi-Fi is just really glitchy in the corner.
Oh.
I conferred with Candace. I'm on Ivan Novak.
Oh, Ivan Novak. What number is Ivan Novak?
It is 702-605.
Okay. This number 35, Booker. All right, what we got, Ashley?
So this particular case, it started off as a felony. He doesn't have truly have two previous DWI convictions. They ended up filing it as a DWI second, but I have a plea agreement. But because it's a DWI second, do you still want him to do the DWI court evaluation before you entertain that plea?
Yes, I do. I really do. Like I said, everyone will be given it's not DWI convictions, it's just two DWI arrests, right? It's just this huge problem. I don't have to explain to you, you know. So Booker, number 35, Ashley's client, Ivan Novak, 2 DWI arrests. I don't think he ever got sent over to the DWI court before Ashley moves forward with the plea. Can we send that over to see what the DWI court will say on this behalf?
And I'll tell Mr. Booker, I'll walk back there.
Okay. Ashley's going to come back. What date you got for Ivan Novak?
April 21st.
April 21st. You think that would give the DWI court time? I think we should push it back a little further.
The 26th.
Okay. All right.
Mary Jane has been, she's been doing it pretty fast. Or do
She's
you
been
want
doing it pretty fast. Okay, April. Booker says Mary Jane's been going pretty fast. And April 26th. All right. Mr. Ivan Novak, your court date has been reset to April 26th. Your case will be sent over to the DWI court, like you heard me say earlier. That is a treatment special court. I cannot order or mandate anyone to that court, but you will be given the opportunity to talk to someone. And after you've heard all of they have to say, if you don't want the program, just say no. Your case will come back to County Court 12 and we'll proceed with the plea bargain. All right. Ashley's coming back to talk to you, Booker.
Thank you.
All right. So Mr. Ivan Novak, you want your client to stay on? All right. Mr. Novak, you're free to log off. Okay. Your next court date is April 26th, but please be aware that the DWI court, someone from that court will be reaching out to you so that you can be looking out for that email or call. Okay. You're free to log off, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Any other defense attorneys that I've already conferred? Just need to give a report to the court. You can give your client a reset, release your client.
I have, Your Honor.
Okay. Who said I? Who's that? Who said I have?
Amanda Hernandez.
Oh, go ahead, Amanda.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on Alonso Vallejo, number 22.
Okay.
I've conferred with the state. We have an offer and we would like to move to the trial docket.
Okay, all right. What you got, book number 22?
420.
420, okay. Alonzo Vallejo, your court date has been reset to April 20th. You are free to log off, sir. Counselor, do you have any other matters?
No, but I'm so sorry. I have a vacation notice on the 20th. I'm going to be speaking out of town on the 20th and the 21st.
Oh, they're doing some kind of nonsense, Ms. Hernandez, with the court administration. Booker, I don't know. Booker can tell you better about that. Look, I'm gonna leave the court date, but they got new rules in place, out of MAC program, and court administration about these vacation letters. I'm just a judge. I'll let you talk to Booker. We're gonna keep that April 20th, but you can come in, I'll call Booker later. He'll explain what the new process is for whatever that is. Booker, you know, right? Because I don't know.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're fine. I think you'll be okay, Ms. Hernandez, okay? But your new court date is April 20th. Mr. Vallejo, you are free to log off. And I thought that they had sent a notice out to all of the defense attorneys on the will or whatever that about this whole new procedure about vacation letters. I don't know. But we'll see. Of course, it'll cause mass confusion on our end. That's what the government does, right?
No problem.
Thank you.
You're free to log off. All right.
Bye-bye.
Go ahead, Carlos.
Your Honor, yes, Judge, I conferred with the state. It hasn't been filed yet, but they do have it ready to file, and they're going to file it today, actually.
Which client?
This is Mr. Jesus Luis Torres. I have a case number and a SID number if you want it, Judge.
Number 32, Judge.
32, okay. Is he on now? Because he didn't answer.
Your Honor, he's right here, Judge. Right here.
Okay, listen, defense attorneys, your client is about to get an FTA if your client doesn't answer for the docket call. Thank you, Mr. Torres. I got you checked in now, okay? We don't know that you're in your attorney's office. You still have to answer the docket, okay?
That's my fault, Judge. I apologize. Judge.
Okay, okay. What we got Booker for number 32?
April 24th.
April 24th. Okay, Mr. Torres, your court date has been reset till April 24th. You're free to log off. Counselor, do you have any other matters?
No, Judge. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Carlos. Thank you so much for coming on. You're free to log off also.
Yes, ma'am.
Any other defense attorneys that have already conferred?
Yes, Judge. Brian Oriole from Sean Brown's office.
Okay, what you got, Brian?
Judge, I got number 8, Mr. Marcelo Cafarate.
Okay.
I've conferred with the ADAs on that. We do have an offer. We're just waiting to finish out his Padilla letter.
Okay.
To make sure that we're covered on that, on the immigration side before we proceed forward. So
Okay.
we have a short pretrial reset on that. That should be done by the next setting.
Okay.
And then I have Mr. Henry Garza, number 33 on the docket.
Let's go at number 8 first. Booker, what's the court date number 8?
April 17th.
April 17th. Mr. Cafarate, you are free to log off. Your next court date is April 17th. Thank you, sir, for coming on. And Counselor, what was that next one? 33, Judge. 33. Henry Garza. Okay.
Yes.
What we got for that case?
I've conferred with the state judge. It's our first setting. We're going to be submitting the breath test discovery on that. They're going to be reviewing the case as well to send me a on the case. So if we could just have a pre-trial setting on that to make sure breath test discovery on there.
April 24th.
April 24th. Okay. Mr. Henry Garza, your court date has been reset to April 24th. So you are free to log off, sir. And Counselor, do you have any others?
That's all I have, Judge.
Oh, thank you, Counselor, for coming out and conferring. You're free to log off also. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Judge. Have a great day.
You too. Any other attorneys that have already conferred?
Morning, Judge. I have.
Go ahead, Counselor.
Your Honor, this is for Bradley Ledford, and I've conferred with the state. We do not have an agreement, and I would ask to be put on the trial docket.
Okay. Okay. What number is that, Bradford? Oh, that's number 15. Okay. All right. Trial docket, Booker. What date we got?
425.
425. Okay. Mr. Bradley Ledford, your court date, your case has been transferred over to the trial docket. So that, of course, is going to be a Tuesday. You have to report. I think that's going to be an in-person day, right, Booker?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
April 25th at 9:00. Okay. Thank you, Counselor. Do you have any other matters?
No, ma'am, I do not. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on. Thank you, Mr. Ledford. You're free to log off.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Any other attorneys that have already conferred?
Judge, I've already conferred. I'm just waiting on the paperwork from the state regarding Corey White at 659-625. He's from TDC. And then I just need as soon as I get that paperwork to go in a room with him to get him to sign it.
Okay, so we're gonna try to move forward with a plea this morning?
Yes, this is the one that we had specially set from TDC
Okay.
on Zoom.
Okay, all right. Is he here, Booker? No, he
Yes,
did
sir,
answer.
she's here.
Good answer. Okay, all right. Can you put Stephen in one of the breakout room to start to one of the, is that what you're saying, Stephen?
No, I've conferred with Caleb on the chat, so I'm just waiting on him to email the paperwork. So if you want to put me and Mr. White back in, we can start
Okay.
going over it.
I'm working on that. I just wanted to see how many days the defendant has on this case.
So the court received an affidavit verifying incarceration on August 11th, 2022. So he has 221 days from August 11th, 2022.
Is that sufficient for the court?
For what?
Uh,
For what?
Does that work as credit on this case is what I'm asking.
Is that, I mean, are those days related to the case that is in County Court 12?
Yes, he's been in custody. He's serving a prison sentence since July of 2022, and he's been in continuous custody. The County Court 12 case predates it.
Okay, I hope, I guess that would be me. I hope I did a bond increase so he was earning all those credits from the case. Look at what is this?
You didn't do a bond increase, Judge, but the affidavit verifying incarceration is on file. It was submitted 8/11/22, so you could.
No, I don't have a
Yeah.
doubt that he was incarcerated. That's not the issue here. The issue is like, that's why when someone goes to jail, I'll say to the defense attorney, hey, I need to do a bond increase because you can be incarcerated and still have a bond on a case. And
Sure.
that means you're not getting credit for that case, but even though you were incarcerated, that's why as judge, I'll say, you want me to do a bond increase so he can start earning credit. So I'm asking my court, Booker, was he earning credit on that case that's in Bear County, that is in County Court 12?
Yes, sir, you did issue the warrant on the case. As of right now, he does have, the warrant is still active.
Okay, yes, very good. All right, then we're ready to move forward then, Counselor.
Okay.
Yes, that is good. Let me pull that case. So Caleb, I guess Stephen said he's waiting for the paperwork so he can go into the breakout room and finalize everything with this client.
I'm sending it right now, Judge.
Okay, all right, very good. Booker, you can put Stephen back in the breakout room with this client. Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay, there any other attorneys, that have already conferred? I'm gonna go ahead, Counselor.
Judge, may I approach?
Yes.
I was sent to a breakout room, but unfortunately I wasn't able to speak to any of the ADAs. But there's two issues with respect to my client, Ms. Dunlap. One is she has 2 felonies pending in the 437th, and today, just this morning, I have filed a motion for competency evaluation.
Okay, so like all the stuff that you're saying to me, you need to be telling them. Like the only reason no one came because it's a whole line of defense attorneys that are before you. Please don't pop out of the breaker and just stay there. I guarantee you someone is going to come in there and talk to you about what's going on. Because when you're going to tell the ADAs all the stuff you just told me about the competency hearing and whatever. You confer with them, okay? So Booker, put Ms. Counselor back in the breakout room so one of the ADAs can jump in there and talk to him about all the stuff that he just told me. Because even if a felony is pending, I still want you to confer. Okay, that doesn't negate. I want you to confer if you just got hired last night. I want you to confer if felonies pending. I want you to confer, even if you haven't changed your mind from last setting, talk, so that we can move these cases forward and close these cases out so that people can get back to their normal lives. That's the whole issue for me. Okay, so Mr. Edward Garza, Booker will put you back in a waiting breakout room. So don't jump out because then you lose your place in line. Someone will be there shortly to speak with you. Okay, just exercise a little patience. All right. Any other defense attorneys that have already conferred that need to give a report to the court?
Yes, Your Honor. With my approach, Zachary Munoz, Amy Davila. We've conferred with the state. We're still waiting to hear back from the DWI court. I submitted the application a while back, and I think I resent it to Mr. Booker at the previous court setting.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything from.
What's your name of your client again, Counselor?
Amy Davila.
Amy Davila. What
16,
number?
Judge.
Number 16. Okay, so what's going on with that DWI evaluation application, Booker?
Let's see. Looks like last week she was rejected.
She was rejected. Okay. All right, there you have it, counselor. Your client was rejected from the DWI court for whatever purpose. Maybe she denied, or maybe she didn't make qualifications. But so now we rotate her back to my docket. So did you talk to the ADAs this morning? Did you confer with them?
Yeah, no, I already talked to him. Let me
let's-
go ahead and speak to my client. I guess at this point, I need to probably speak to the DWI coordinators and figure out exactly why she was rejected. I mean, if she's rejected, I don't know really who would qualify. I mean, she's a perfect candidate for this type of court. So I'm trying to figure out why.
I sometimes suggest to people, like, if your client is sent over there and they're rejected, go talk to the judge. The judge makes the ultimate decision, even if the team rejects. The judge makes the last final decision.
She's currently in a rehab facility right now, so I'm not sure if that's why she was rejected. Because she obviously can't go back and forth to the DWI court at this point in time. She's actually at the facility right now, so I'm not sure if that's why. But nevertheless, I'll go ahead and contact. I think it's Judge Stowe who's in charge of that. So if I can go ahead and just reset this for 30 days to give me time to figure out what's going on. If not, I guess working up the cases at this point.
Okay, yes. All right, Booker, what we're gonna do, give them a 30-day reset.
420.
What was that?
Okay.
April 20th.
April 20th. Okay. April 20th. Miss Amy Davila, your court date has been reset till April 20th. So you're free to log on. All right. So remember the advice, counselor. You can always go talk to the judge, go straight to the judge and have a chat.
Sure.
Yeah, your client is real. I don't think that your client being in a facility stopped because, I mean, that's what the specialty courts do. I send people to inpatient facilities all the time. Okay.
Yeah,
right.
no, I understand. Well, I will do that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, counselor. Okay, you're free to log off. All right. Are there any other defense attorneys that have already conferred? Any? Booker, who from the mental health is here today? I see Brian, because we have these three that are set for administrative discharge from the mental health court.
Yes, sir.
We have Irene on. Brian, are you the only one here? Do we have any of the case managers?
Yes, Azalia's on. We have Clarissa. We have Jay.
Okay. So can you make Azalia then a host so she can pull everyone into a breakout room?
Okay.
Me.
And
Go ahead.
the one for Corey White, the one in TDC. Stephen, do you have everything done on that one?
Yes, Booker, all my stuff is done. The paperwork I got from the state didn't have any kind of signature line for defendants. So I've signed both of those and he signed his.
Okay. I'm pulling Caleb out right now.
Okay.
So let's once he gets out, we'll see if your client needs to sign. If not, then we can move forward with that plea.
Okay.
Stephen, that you do all the paperwork from the court, like waivers and everything. Everything is
Yes,
done.
Judge. I signed those things.
Okay. All right. Okay. So did you make Azalia host yet, Booker?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Azalia, you're still on?
Yes, Judge, I'm working on it right now.
Okay. All right.
Brian, I tried to put you and your client in a breakout room, but for some reason, I don't know if he has like a bad connection or whatnot, but he didn't go.
Which one?
Ramon.
Okay.
I'd like to talk to him, Judge.
Ramon, are you still on? Ramon Valdez, are you still on the Zoom?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Yeah, you're getting a message to join a breakout room. Okay, so when you
I
get that
got kicked off. I'm sorry.
okay. So Booker, you're gonna get sent a little message now to join a certain breakout room number. Which number, Booker?
4.
Okay, you see that? Join breakout room 4. Click that, okay? I don't think his service is good because he's frozen again. Brian, do you see that also? Join breakout room 4. Okay. Okay, so Azalia, I'm gonna do this one plea and then Booker will put me in the breakout room with you guys, okay?
Okay, all right, that sounds good. Thank you.
Okay. All right, so
Booker, I'll be right back in 1 minute.
Booker, can you hear me?
Yes, how can I help you?
I spoke to Caleb already on on Patricia Dunlap,
Yes.
and I explained to him what I had previously explained to the judge about her having 2 felonies pending. Also, this morning, we already filed a motion for competency evaluation, which encompasses your 2 cases and the 2 cases that are pending in the 437.
Okay.
So we're going to need to wait for the results on that examination to see if she's going to be able to be competent to stand trial.
Yep, I will set it for April 28th.
April 28th?
Correct.
Okay. And may I be excused?
Yes, sure, for the log off.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Booker, this is Ron Zimmerman. How you doing today?
Pretty good on yourself.
Hanging in there for a Monday. Booker, I believe I represent Kristen Van. I believe she is here. There is a box that just says Kristen on it,
Yes.
and I think that is her, but there she is. Yeah, that's her.
Yeah, she
Okay.
answered to Dr. Call.
Okay, so anyway, I have talked to the state and they have made an offer. And I would like to discuss that with Ms. Van if I could.
Now or off docket?
Or we can do it off docket.
Okay. I reset it to April 26th.
Reset to April 26th?
Correct.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Not a problem.
And may Ms. Van be excused.
Yes.
And myself as well.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Not a
Thank
problem.
you.
No problem. Rick.
Good morning, Booker. I have two clients for you today. On one of them, I needed to see if we can get a reset. We're still pending our breath discovery.
Which one is that?
Jorge de Hoyos. I think with a 30-day reset, we should be good. We're about 30 days into the order that they've requested.
Okay, 421.
421. Can I let Mr. Dos leave the Zoom?
Yes.
Awesome. And then I have Mr. Pozos. We just need to finish up our paperwork. If I can get a breakout room with Enrique Pozos, we'll be ready to take a plea here shortly.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you, Booker.
No problem.
Wait, 50 miles that way, you give him 8. It was right there. I was there. You were the judge.
I can't hear nobody talk.
was that button you pushed last time? I can't remember. No, remember where it said the speaking.
That's over here.
Stop.
Somebody's talking, I just can't hear it.
What those messages with that?
Valerie.
Hi, Booker. So Angie Martinez is I have her restitution for the conditional dismissal in my hand. I got it on Friday. I'm going to walk it into the court as soon as we are done with Zoom. Could I get a brief reset for that so I can get it receipted in?
All right, I'll set it for next Monday, the 27th.
Okay, thank you so much. And may she and I be excused?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Angie, if you can hear us, you're excused, love. She's kind of walking around, so I don't know. Guess she'll figure it out. I'll see you later, Booker. Thank you.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Mr. Montgomery.
Good day, sir.
Hello.
I have Mr. Jose Medina, case 699267. The state reports that they are unable to confer today. The case itself is fewer than 90 days old, and this is my first appearance on the case, so we're asking for a reset.
All right, that'll be reset to 4:25.
That ought to be good enough for everybody. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. May we both be excused.
Yes, you guys are free to log off.
Great. See you next time.
All righty. Jasmine.
Good morning, Booker. I'm here for Kevin Richel. I just need to speak to an ADA about some missing discovery.
Okay, I will put you in a breakout room.
Thank you so much.
No.
Hi, Booker. Could I please reset Tiana Smith? She needs more time to do her community service hours.
One second.
Okay, Everybody ready to move forward on Corey White?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. Irene, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Irene? Is Irene on? Our court reporter.
I think she said she was stepping away for a minute.
Okay, okay. All right. Hold on, everybody. Irene will be back shortly. Hi, thank you. Irene stepped away, so we're ready to go when she gets back. Okay. Okay, thank you. Brian.
Yes, Judge.
Have you talked to each of your clients? Well,
Not yet. I'd like to, if I could, talk to Ms. Guevara.
okay, I see Angie's there too. Booker, could you put Brian one by one in the breakout room with each of, put them in with Susan Guevara now, and then after that, Angie Segura.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Now, on for Ms. Smith, do you know?
Say again?
Do you know how much you said she has to complete community service hours?
Yes, she does.
Has she started any?
Some, she needs a little bit of time.
I give her 30 days.
Okay.
How many 30 days is this, Booker? Like, what, you already given 30 days to do this?
Since 2/8.
So February 8th, she was given 30 days, and then it's now March 20th. And okay, so she has to do how many community service hours?
I think she has 19 left.
And she can't get it done in 2 months? She didn't get it done in 2 months. Like, what is the problem? Why? Because I'm like, are they saying to her, if she gets this done, what is the exchange if she gets this done now?
A conditional dismissal.
Okay, so is she on now, your client?
She should be, yes.
What is her name?
She's on.
What's her name?
Tiana
Smith.
Ms. Smith, Tiana Smith?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you want this dismissal?
Yes, ma'am.
So why have you done the 19 community service hours in 2 months?
I don't have an answer to that.
I mean, I'm going to give you 2 more weeks, and after that, you're not going to get your dismissal, because we're not going to keep doing this, bringing you back over and over. If this is important to you, that this case get dismissed, you will get these hours done in the next 2 weeks. Like, if I was you, that would be on top of my list. You're getting a case dismissed. That's what your defense attorney is saying to you, and you're blowing it off. You're like doing yourself a disservice. Since February, we've gotten 2 recess to get just 19 hours done. So 2 more weeks. Get those hours in to get this. Do yourself this favor, ma'am, okay? Or this case is not getting dismissed. All right, Booker, what's in 2 weeks? What date is it, Booker?
2 weeks, that'll be February 3rd.
All right. February 3rd or March?
I'm sorry, April 3rd.
April 3rd, ma'am. You have till April 3rd to get those just 19 hours. You can go to any Goodwill, any Haven for Hope, anywhere, and just get these hours done. You can even get these hours done at your church and doing something, helping them. There's a plethora of things you can do out there to get these hours done, to do yourself the favor of getting this case dismissed. It sounds like a good deal to me, but it's in your hands now, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So April 3rd, you're free to log off now. April 3rd.
Thank you.
All right, we're ready to move forward on Corey White?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, at this time, the court will call the case of Corey Darrell White, cause number 659625. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Stephen Gilmore for Mr. White.
Good morning, Mr. White. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Are you the same Corey Darrell White who's been charged at GWI second? Is that you, sir?
That's the same one, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward in the plea this morning?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr. White, did you get an opportunity to go over a document, defendant's waiver of constitutional rights and court's admonishments?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you sign that document?
Yes, ma'am.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. White, are you entering into your plea voluntarily this morning?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, state, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. State's going to waive the enhancement and proceed on Class B DWI.
Any objections?
No objections, Judge.
Entered.
The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 180 days, Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and we ask that the judgment is satisfied.
Is this everyone's understanding of the plea bargain agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. White, how do you plead to this charge?
Guilty, ma'am. Guilty.
Guilty? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
The court accepts your plea of guilty. That has been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward to DWID, a $0 fine, court costs, 180 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. Good luck to you, Mr. White, okay? Everyone is excused.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate y'all.
All right, Booker, do we have one more plea before I jump into this breakout room with the mental health court?
No, Judge.
All right, then, put me in that breakout room.
Mr. White, you can notify the TDC detention officer that we're free with, we're done with you for court today, and you're free to go back.
We finished, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Says he sent those papers.
Ma'am.
Did he send those papers?
All right, now, what you got?
Could I please reset Elias Deshaun Aguilar and talk to him in a breakout room afterwards?
I don't have him on.
He's been trying to log on. He said he's been on since 9 o'clock, but it hasn't let him in.
No, there's nobody in the waiting room. And both myself and Mr. Kimbrough are co-hosts, and there's nobody in the waiting room. Because if I'm not able to get to him, he'll let him in, and there's nobody there.
So should I just tell him to call you?
Tell him try to, I mean, we're still gonna be here for another about hour and a half, so make sure he has the right,
Okay.
just give him the meeting ID number and tell him to just type those numbers into the Zoom and then see if that will work for him.
Okay. All right. And okay. I'll try. Thank you.
Alrighty. No problem. Miss Jasmine.
Hello. Okay, so I talked to the state. If we can just get a reset for them to get us those videos that we still need to review.
And which client was this again? I'm sorry.
Kevin Richel. Do you need the case number?
No, ma'am, I got it. All right, that's gonna be reset to April 21st.
Okay, thank you so much.
Not a
And
problem.
may
You guys
we
fine
be
both?
excused then?
Yes, you guys are both free to log off.
Thank you.
No problem.
Have a good day.
All right, now you got anything else?
No, the other two people hired private counsel, as far as I know.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, I'll just wait and hopefully he'll join.
He'll come on.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Brian, you want Angie next?
Yes, please. Thanks, Booker.
No problem.
Mr. Booker.
Yes.
Yes, sir. My name's Elias Aguilar. My lawyer had gave me the wrong Zoom link, and he just gave me the right one right now. So just wanted you to check me in.
Now, did you want to reset him now, or do you want to talk to him first?
Well, we can reset, but I would like to talk to him also afterwards.
All right, I'm going to reset this case to April 21st.
Okay, and then could I talk to him? Thank you.
Yes.
Hello?
Hi, Booker. Can I go in the staffing?
Yes.
Thanks.
Dante.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
I was able to confer with Ms. Mitchell. I still am kind of on paternity leave. I'm still here at the house. But I will follow up and make sure that the DWI court app gets in.
Okay, sounds good.
Do you just want me to keep an eye out on an email for a new date?
I'm going to set it to April 25th.
Excellent. I'll put that on the calendar now.
Alrighty.
All right. With that, may I be excused, sir?
Yes, and your client is excused also.
Thank you very much, sir. We'll see you soon, sir.
No problem. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Mr. Garcia. David.
Yes.
All right. What's going with your client's case?
If I can speak to him, I'm assuming David Lopez is David Ortiz Lopez.
Yes.
You can throw us into a breakout room, that'd be great.
Jesus Borrego.
Yes, sir.
Hey, your attorney just reset your case to April 25th.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Not a problem.
Booker, for Michael Goins' case, Monica, the client.
Yes, Judge.
Could you put her on on the docket next week? She has to be magistrate to get that warrant out. So she's never been magistrate. That's what Michael just said. So I told her she has to come in. So don't do it Wednesday because I'll be in Austin on Wednesday, but any other day next week. Okay.
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right. So we're gonna move forward with the mental health participants. Irene, you're there? This has to be on the record.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Okay. All right. So let's see. We're going to start with Susan. Let's see. All right, got the case. All right, so here we go. The court calls the case of Susan Guevara, cause number 612685. Susan is in the mental health court, and we're here today for administrative discharge. That is the issue on the table. So with each side, state their name and who they represent for the record, please.
Caleb Portner for the state.
Brian O'Donnell, Assistant Public Defender for Ms. Guevara.
Good morning, Ms. Guevara. How are you doing?
Good, yourself?
Okay, good, very good. So Jay, you there?
Yes, Judge, I'm
Jay,
present.
could you say for the record the issues and why this issue is even on the table, administrative discharge?
Yes, Judge. So we did encounter some issues in regards to Ms. Guevara's case with relapse. She initially had a relapse back on February the 20th, where we were requesting confirmation. After that, we did follow up with several missed UAs. We were able to see Angie in court, and we were able to see Susan in court, and she did admit to the relapses and alcohol use.
I didn't have alcohol use.
Don't talk now, Susan, okay? You'll get a chance. Keep going, Jay.
She did have a no-show for UA on March the 10th. UA for March the 14th was dilute with traces of cocaine. She was a no-call, no-show to UA on March the 15th. As of her last court hearing, Judge, I did speak to Susan. She has admitted to 2 additional relapses after her court hearing, with her last being March the 13th. If she is scheduled to UA today, Judge, she should return back negative. So if she abstained from cocaine use, her UA today would return back negative. She is not scheduled to UA. She was ordered to start the Healthy Relationships course, and I believe she was supposed to start that last week on March the 16th.
Okay, all right, very good. All right, Brian, I'll let you go first.
Aaron, I had a chance to talk to my client today. She's competent. She is asking the court not to administratively discharge her. She wants to stay in the program. She's done a lot. She has learned a lot. In fact, to go to the DDRF, I think that's the most that someone can be offered. That's the most intense inpatient treatment facility that a person in this program can enter into. She has those tools. She is being honest with the court. She did slip, and a lot of it has to do with who she's hanging around with after she got out of DDRF. She's not with that person anymore. And now she needs to kind of decide what path she's going to be on. When I just talked to her in the breakout room, Your Honor, she is very much remorseful that she was weak and used when, with the tools that she learned at DDRF, she if you can go back in time, she would have said no. And then we would be praising her today instead of the possibility exists of discharging her from the program. Your Honor, if it's possible, if she could be extended to stay in the program, I think she will make you proud. She wants to graduate, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, State.
Judge, I think that we all know that relapse or recurrence is part of recovery. And I believe that the defendant can turn it around. And I think that the team has so many tools so many courses, tools that we can allow the defendant to get if we put her on this 3-month extension. So at this time, the state's not asking for admin discharge, and we're asking for an extension, sir.
Okay, Ms. Guevara, would you like to say a few words in your own behalf?
Yes, I am truly sorry for the mistakes I made. I would like the chance to be able to show that I can do this and graduate from the program and be able to get my life back.
Okay, All right, Susan. Susan, all right, at this time, then, I'm not going to admin discharge you from the mental health court, but I am going to order you back into Alpha Home inpatient. That's about 45 days. And after you leave Alpha Home, I'm going to order you to do sober living. That is what I ordered you to do. You remember when you first came from the DDRF program? And I said, I think you need sober living. And you were like adamant that you could live with your boyfriend and you would not relapse. Because I felt that you did a program and you did great in that program. They gave you the people over there at the DDRF that you did awesome. And I think you learned a lot. But if we don't give you that aftercare support from a program like that, it's like we're setting you up for failure because we didn't give you that support system that you needed to be successful. And to be honest, Susan, when you tested positive right after you came from that program and you would never admit it, I knew then, because honesty is the bedrock of this program. If you, like you just said, we know that relapsing is a part of recovery. But when you relapse, you have to be honest with yourself to keep moving forward. You can't keep saying, oh, I tested positive for cocaine. I don't know how the cocaine got in my body, Judge. Because you're being dishonest with yourself. You're hurting yourself. You're not helping yourself. And that worried me so much. And here we are right now, right? And what the things that I'm saying to you now, Susan, I'm trying to build that foundation for you so that when you're done with this program, you're still so young, you're so intelligent. You've got to build this foundation for yourself, Susan, so that when you're done with us, you will keep on. You'll shoot straight to the stars. And it doesn't matter how long you're staying in this program to do this, because it's not about like a timeline, like, okay, 12 months, you're done. If you're not ready after 12 months, you need to do more things, because at some point, you will be done with us. You will be leaving this program. But what will we have done to get you on that track that you will be successful, that I won't see you back in the judiciary again? So that's why I'm saying to you, Alpha House inpatient, sober living afterwards. Susan, I really want you to get a job, because I want you to stop this living with different guys, because you need to be financially independent to take. When you live with someone, you're dependent on someone, you have to do what they say. You're not independent. Do you understand that, Susan?
Yes, ma'am.
You understand what I'm saying? So if you get a job and you're paying for your sober living, you are independent. You're doing what's best for you, for your life, for your future. And did you start that healthy relationship class?
I had to win, and they told me I needed to be there 30 minutes earlier because I needed to meet with a caseworker. So I'm going to have to go again this Thursday.
What is your reset? Is this Thursday?
Yes.
Okay, so you understand what the healthy relationship class is, right? You understand why I sent you there?
Yes.
Why do you think I sent you there?
So that way I can have fundamentals on what I should be expecting from people around me and in my life, and what I should be looking forward to.
I want you to form healthy bonds with friends, with significant others, boyfriends. I want you to know what's unhealthy, what's not helping you, what's causing you to relapse, right? Susan, without a doubt, I know that you could finish this program. It is in your hands. It is all in your head. Like the things that I'm telling you, these are not punishments. These are to help you. And I was just telling the team, she was honest. She used cocaine. I'm praising you right now for being honest about that with the team. Because with that honesty, the team makes the decision, how can we help Susan be successful in this program and graduate from this program? And so I'm extending you 3 months. I hope that you don't look at it as a punishment. I hope that you'll see it like Judge Huff is really trying to help me build this foundation so I can be successful. And I'm done with this program. You won't relapse. You won't go back to doing the unhealthy coping skills. Right? Because what do I keep telling everyone? Life is going to go on, right? Life is never going to stop happening to you, right? So when things squeeze you in life, how are you going to respond? Are you going to go back to unhealthy coping skills? Or are you going to use the tools that you in the mental health court? That's because you had a relapse right now in the mental health court. Okay, all right, team. Susan needs more help. How can we help her? How can we help her be successful with this program? That is it. That's the bottom line, Susan. So I'm not administratively discharging you. I am extending you for 3 more months. I want you to start that healthy relationship class. I want you to do the Alpha Home Inpatient. And after you finish that program, because it's only 45 days, it's not like the DVR program, I want you to not go back to that your last advice. I want you to do what I said at the beginning, a sober living home. And because this is going to give you that support that you need. Susan, you're living this life. You know what's going on in your life better than the whole team. And you're saying, like, I don't know if I want this, or I don't know if you're saying that, but you know what I feel like. I told the team it's sober living home. I'm not like compromising on that, because I really think that Susan needs that to be successful. And so I'm hoping that you'll look at it that way also. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Azalia is going to call you. She's going to give you the date she's going to set you up with a date for intake at Alpha Home. Your next reset date in the mental health court is going to be 3/27. Okay. So all those things. So Azalia, Jay, do you guys want her to log off, or do anyone need to talk to her in the breakout room?
If she can stay on and I can meet with her in a breakout room after.
Okay, stay on, Susan. Okay. So that's the order of the court. The Alpha Home Inpatient, afterwards sober living, the healthy relationships class. I'm ordering Susan to get a job. When I think that Alpha Home will help her do that, and she's going to be extended 3 months in the program. So that means, Susan, that you will not be part of the graduation class in May. You will be part of the December graduation. But to me, it doesn't matter, because if it takes this to get you on that strong foundation, to get you where you need to be, that's what it's going to take. So don't look at it like that. Look at it that time is going to pass anyway. I'm doing things to get myself on a path to where I need to be, so that I can successfully graduate this program. Okay. All right. Stay on. Stay on. So next, we're going to come to, for the record, I'm going to call the case of Ramon Valdez, cause number 689657. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Border for the state.
Ryan O'Donnell, Assistant Public Defender for Mr. Lola Valdez.
Okay. All right. Good morning, Mr. Valdez. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing. Are you laying down? Can you sit yourself up? You're in court, sir. Okay. There you go. There you go. All right. So we're here today. You know why we're here?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are we here?
Because I might get discharged.
Yeah, we're here. The issue on the table is administratively discharging you from the mental health court. That's what the issue. Okay. I'm gonna let Jay, is Ramon with you or CPTD?
He's with me, Judge.
Okay, go ahead. Say for the record why we're here today.
So, Judge, we're here today because we've had several violations for Mr. Valdez. Treatment does believe that this is a cognitive issue in him not understanding the program. They've seen very few progress with him in the program. He did start August 25th of 2022, and they report that there has been very little progress, and they don't believe that he's appropriate for this program.
Okay, all right.
He's also had a number of violations on the GPS device and hasn't started some of the classes that we've recommended for him, Judge.
Okay, I'll let you go first, Brian.
Thank you, Your Honor. I had a chance to talk to my client, and I believe that he is competent. He understands what's happening here today. He's, I think, in the right program for him. He, even in October of 2022, he was doing well. He was phased up, given a voucher, given a treat. Since then, he's been using. He has not been compliant, but as of today, he's very motivated to stay in the program. He says he's clean, he's sober, he's taking his meds. The meds are working for him. He was screened and deemed eligible for the program, but I think one of the problems is that sometimes he forgets that when he talks to someone else on the mental health court team, it's the same as right now when he's before Your Honor. And that, if he can keep that in mind, then I think he will do very, very well in this program. He's remorseful. Yeah, he has anger. He's frustrated. But that's why he's in this program, to learn the tools to deal with that when this program is done. And he's been to a graduation. He wants to walk across that stage. He wants to make his parents proud. He's at his parents' house right now. His mom's been giving him money to take the bus. I think that if it's all the way he looks at this program, he told me today he understands that the Center for Healthcare Service is trying to help him to get in a better place. But he doesn't have the same kind of education as a lot of our clients in the program. So it's going to take a while before he gets to this fork in the road. He doesn't want to leave mental health court. He doesn't want to be resentenced. He understands he could be looking at a lot of jail time, or he could get it together and he could graduate and move on. He's a young man, and I think that he can graduate. But this is a tough case. He's going to have to work a little harder than everybody else. But as of this morning, Judge, at 25, I think legally he's exactly where he should be.
State.
Okay.
Judge, treatment,
Not forward it.
treatment told us he's not making progress, probation's reporting violations. I don't think an extension would be appropriate in the circumstance, and the state is asking for admin discharge.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Okay. All right, Mr. Ramon, would you like to say a few words in your own behalf?
Yes, ma'am. I want to say that I'm truly sorry for all the mistakes that I made, and I really want to get back in this program and do better for myself.
Okay. Anything else?
That would be all, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Okay, Ramon, we have worked with you a long time. I think it's been almost 8 months, maybe 9 months. I think that in some cases, when people get sent to the mental health court, and we really do want to work with you, but I think that sometimes because the mental health court is a very intensive program, right? It's very intensive. It's for high risk individuals, and cognitively do the program. It's like we are setting you up for failure, and we've been going over this with you for many months now. You are still in phase 2, and you're almost 9 months into the program. So for these reasons, Brian, I'm going to admin discharge Ramon from the program today. I'm going to send him back to County Court 5. I really think that the mental health court, I really don't think that Ramon is going to cognitively be able to do the program, because anyway, I don't think he's going to be able to finish up the program. I'm sending him back to County Court 5, Brian. So you know what's going to happen. And an MTR is going to issue an MTR, but I will do a summons, and then I'll let the judge, I'm sending this case back to the court of origin, and I'll let the judge over there deal with how what she will do with Ramon, because I don't feel that it's ethical that since he was with me for all these months, that I'd be the one that deal with when the case gets sent back to the court of, when he's not successfully done the program and it's been admin discharge. I don't think I should be the one that deal with that. I know that it's not best practices. So he's going to be sent back to County Court 5, Brian, but I will do a summons, okay?
Very well. Thank you, Your Honor. I'll explain everything to my client again.
Okay, very well. All right. Thank you, Ramon. Yes.
I did have one more thing for Mr. Valdez. He's currently on a GPS device. We were using the GPS device as a form to prevent him from going to unwanted areas. Since he's no longer in the mental health court, does the defendant remain on the GPS, or can he have that removed?
Oh, it could be, we'll let it be removed. I mean,
the program is paying for that, Judge.
Yeah, okay. I'll order it removed, Jay. All right, okay. Brian, do you want him to stay on so you could talk to him, or you want to call him later?
After our hearings, if I could talk to him so he just understands, and then we'll need to know where he needs to go to have that removed.
Ramon, stay on the Zoom. Brian wants to talk to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. So we're going to move on to our last one, and that is Angie Segura. At this time, the court will call the case of Angie Segura, cause number 654353. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Brian O'Donnell, Assistant Public Defender for Ms. Segura.
Good morning, Mr. Gooder. How you doing? Angie? I saw it earlier. Angie, are you there?
Here I am.
Okay, there you are. I knew
Yeah.
okay. How you doing, Angie?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
All right. We're here because Angie's been in the program a very long time. She even went to the DDRF also. So here we are. And the issue today is, should Angie be administratively discharged from the program? Because just a month ago, she was on her path to being she was on her path to actually attend the May graduation. So I'll let Jay say for the record why we are here today. What are the issues? Go ahead, Jay.
So Judge, the main issue being a relapse which occurred on February the 23rd. The defendant did admit to the consumption of the substance cocaine. We are here today to discuss the possibility of admin discharge in Ms. Segura's case.
Okay. Anything else?
Ms. Segura has completed the DGRF program. She did start back on May 27th of 2021. Her case is set to expire June 26th of 2023, Judge.
So after she tested positive for cocaine, how has she been acting in the program?
She's done very well, Judge. Her compliance with me, she's had no missed calls. Her UA right after March 11th was negative. UA for March the 18th is pending. She's been attending her sessions with Maria. She's also started doing AACA and NA meetings, which she has provided me proof of. She has started working on her steps, and I believe she's currently working on acquiring a sponsor as well. She's requesting to stay in the program. She is working on trying to find employment.
Jay, after she tested positive for cocaine, was she honest with you?
Yes, Judge. She was honest about her use and gave me the reasons for her relapse.
Okay. All right. So I'll let you go first, Brian.
Thank you, Your Honor. I had a chance to talk to my client again this morning. I believe she is competent. She knows exactly what this formal hearing is about. She's respectfully asking the court not to administratively discharge her. She's been through so much for so long. She had a slip. She is very active in her meetings. She understands that because of all of the family problems that she's had, her heart has been broken. It's easy for her just to give up and just have a downward spiral. But if she uses the tools that the court has given her with the DBRF and NAAA, she can make you proud even beyond walking across that stage, Your Honor, whether it's in May or December, it doesn't matter. She's a young woman, and she is, and I mean this in the nicest way, she's a firecracker. She's going to make you proud as she moves on. I see her becoming someone's sponsor. I see her looking at some younger person in a different chapter, because right now she's still in her chapter. This is mental health court, but down the road, she'll be able to maybe even save some girl's life by saying, don't try to get that past me. I lived it. That's the kind of personality that she has. I believe in her, and she needs to just believe in herself every single day when she looks in the mirror. Instead of calling the UA call line, she has to reaffirm the things that she's learning now on her own in this 12-step program. So please, Your Honor, with respect, don't administratively discharge her.
All right. State.
I want to say that it looks like she's really turned around. And I think that if we give her more time, that she may be able to show us and finish the program strong. And so we are not asking for admin discharge at this time.
Okay. Angie, would you like to say a few words in your own behalf?
Yes, ma'am. I want to say good morning first. And on my relapse, I actually admitted I relapsed before I had got he had got the test back. I let him know that day. I was like, he had asked me, it was our Zoom appointment, I believe, before my he was supposed to get the results. And I had told him that I hadn't been doing so good and that what had happened. But I'm very remorseful that it happened, but I have to say that it had a lot to do that when I got out, I just came back out like I wasn't on nothing. I know that Maria has no, like, I'm not going to blame it on Maria that she didn't have time for me, because I know that I could have did what I'm doing now. I could have started doing my NA classes, which I love to do, and it helps me every day. I have started working Friday, and I work Friday and Saturday. I work right down the street. So I do have employment, and so I am like really happy about that. That's keeping me doing something that I really like to do. Like I like to, be able to work. That's one thing I did. I did tell them that I can't work too much because I applied for SSI, but I don't want to keep that from me working and stuff. But I do feel good about me being in this program and graduating. I don't feel like I'm going to relapse again, because I know what happened, why I relapsed. And I was really down on myself. It really upset me, and I let my mom down and let my son down, because I was truthful with them too. I didn't want to break their heart, but I had to tell them that, that's what had happened. But I think I got this. Well, I don't think I know I got this.
Okay, very good, Angie. All right, Angie. So we did talk and staff in a few minutes, be right before the hearing. And what the census of the team is that I am not going to admin discharge you from the program. I am going to give you 30 days of zero tolerance. We want you to do outpatient. You actually already have an intake appointment set up for March 24th, which is next. What is March? This Friday? March 24th, right, Azalia? To do outpatient with Alpha House. Am I correct, Tim, or was it Lifetime?
It's Alpha Home, but
Okay.
I could talk with Angie afterward.
Okay.
Regarding that, because I know she mentioned she works Fridays and Saturdays. That might conflict with her work.
Oh no, Friday and Saturdays. Monday, Friday, Sunday. Okay, wait. Monday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday I have off.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got those days off.
So your intake with Alpha Homes outpatient program is this Friday, 3/24. And we did talk about that, Angie, and it was the same thing with you when you left the DDRF program, just like Susan. I told you guys I would prefer that you do sober living, because I know that sober living is going to give you that environment that a lot of people are going through the exact same thing. But you too were saying, no, I want to go back to my mom's house, because I feel that when we don't put you in a situation aftercare, after you've come out such an intense program like the DDRF program, that it's all going to be for nothing if we don't put you in a situation of a good aftercare program. And so I think that the team has learned the lesson from this, that when people come back from these aftercare programs, these inpatient programs, they need solid aftercare treatment. And this I think this is for you and Susan both. We learned from this also, that when I say sober living, I do mean sober living. Like I should have been I was giving you the option, oh, you were like, no, Judge, I want to be with my mom. And I said, okay, right. But I really, going forward, I think I'm going to be more insistent and order people to do, because even though people don't want to do it, I know that it's going to be a lot better for your staying on track in your sobriety if you're doing that sober living. So anyway, we've all learned a good lesson from your case and Susan's case. So for those reasons, Angie, I'm going to keep you in the program. Angie, you have been through so much. You really have. I just want to see you graduate so bad. I told the team, I know that Angie relapse, but we all know that relapse is a part of recovery. And I gave you all the praise in the world for being honest with everybody. Okay, so what do we do as a team do when someone is honest about relapse and meth, cocaine? I'm not going to use that information to punish you, because that's the reason why you came to the program to begin with, to help you with just, substance abuse. So I'm not going to punish you for that. Well, what I'm going to do is take that information. How do we help Angie? How do we help her be successful? That's why I tell everyone, be honest with yourself. Be honest with the team. I'm never going to punish you. I'm not going to send you to jail.
That's one thing I am, though. I am very honest.
Yes,
even if I know that I've done wrong, it's not going to get me. Like you say it a lot. Like, why lie if, we're going to find out, or it's not going to do any good for me. Why am I going to be wasting my time and y'all's time lying to y'all? So,
Because
but I
that,
did have one thing about Alpha Home. So,
Yeah.
remember I used to be an inpatient Alpha Home, right?
yes, uh-huh.
And I got kicked out for fighting.
Yes, I remember.
Well, I remember them saying that I was banned from Alpha Home.
Oh,
So,
okay.
well, I mean, for fighting, I mean, they said, I remember that was something they
Okay.
said. So
I guess
I'm not.
Azalia, she's got to be still in the system. Could you talk to them about that? If not, if the I guess if the results going to be that she's banned, then maybe we could try lifetime. Because I mean, you're right, Angie. Like we like Maria, we send people to Maria, but Maria is like seeing you guys every other week. And when I say outpatient aftercare, I mean something like 3 or 4 times a week, where you get intensive help on the outside, not just
Well,
something once every other week. I mean, a weekly.
I did tell Mr. Ruiz that this which was today, I was supposed to have an appointment with her. She said after today we were going to start seeing each other every Monday.
Okay.
We had to catch up, I guess, like do the paperwork and stuff, and then we were going to start getting on the ball. But it wasn't till after today that I was going to start seeing her every Monday.
Okay. All right.
So the appointment with Maria, I think, was going to be, they were going to discharge her because she has to be discharged before they'll enter either at Alpha Home or Lifeline.
Okay. So can you call first to see if she is indeed banned from Alpha House?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you, Azalia. All right. So Angie, your next court date is 3/27. That is next Monday. Angie, I want you to, like Angie, the position you're in now, you can graduate. You can be on the graduation list for May. Like, I mean, I want you to, Angie, I don't want, you're not doing this for the team. You're not doing this for me. You're doing this for yourself, to make your life better, to make your mom proud, your son proud, to honor your son that passed away. Okay. We know where you're coming from. We know this place that you're coming from. Angie, I see this future for you. We talked about this. We can see that you could be one of those people that would give back, like Brian was saying. You can pay it forward. Like you have a story to tell, Angie. You have the greatest story in the world to tell. I don't want you to let anything stop you from this dream that you see yourself of helping people in the future, giving back to your community. Like, don't let anything stop you from that dream, Angie. I can so see you doing that. And I can see you have this personality that people gravitate to. You can help people. You're so bubbly. Like Brian said, that fire. Angie, you can do this. It's in your hands. Don't be the person you're blocking your own blessings. You're blocking your own dreams. Don't do that to yourself. And remember, you're not doing, I tell you guys this all the time. You're not doing this for me. You're doing this for yourself.
For myself.
For your family, right?
And
all
for my
this hard
babies.
work is for yourself, right? Because
Yes,
one way or the other, you're going to be done with the mental health court. And I want you to leave us with all the knowledge, all the tools in the world to be successful out there. I never want to see you back arrested again, Angie. Okay?
And I always appreciate everything y'all have done for me. And I still do.
That's very good, Angie. Very good. All right. So, Azalia, do you want Angie to stay on so you can have that, find out that information from her? Okay. All right. Angie, you stay on too. Brian, I don't know if you want to have a chat with her, but your next court day is 3/27 at 2:30. All right.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Just stay on the Zoom. Okay. All right. All right. Everyone is excused from the mental health court. Thank you, guys. I'll see everyone at 1:00 today. Booker, do I have any more pleas ready to move forward? Booker? Is he there?
I don't see him on, Judge.
Okay, let me call him. Thanks.
I
Thanks,
think we have a few in the works, Judge.
A few in the works. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll call Booker right now.
Mr. Booker.
Yes.
But I put my brother to translate. I don't speak English. Okay.
Is your brother there?
Give me a second. Dile que si tuvimos problemas para regresarnos al meeting, pero que si cambió la fecha mi abogado o qué.
Okay, sir, he's trying to say that he tried having problem to go back to the meeting with the judge. He said they changed his for the new appointment or.
Yes, this court date has been reset to April 17th.
April 17th?
Correct.
Same hour,
9 a.m.
9 a.m.?
Correct.
Okay, sir. Okay, so he's dismissed right now?
Yes, he's free to log off.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
No problem.
Booker, can I get in a breakout room with Angie Segura? Is she still on?
I'm still on.
Oh, there you are. Booker's
Yeah,
not
but
there.
I think he moved. He left. So I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I seen him get up off of his chair.
Angie, if you want, I can give you a call. That way I can reach out to Alcohol. And you can go ahead and disconnect, and I'll reach out to you by phone.
Okay, you have my number, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I'll call
All right.
you shortly.
Okay. Bye.
All right, everybody. Everybody ready to move forward on Enrique Huerta?
We are ready, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. At this time, the court will call the case of Enrique Huerta Posa, cause number 688730. Would each side state their name and who they represent for the record, please?
Caleb Bortner for the state.
Rick Ramos for the defense. Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Huerta. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, and yourself, Judge?
I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. Are you the same Enrique Huerta Posa that's been charged with the DWI?
Correct.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you had an opportunity to discuss this case with your lawyer?
Yes, ma'am.
And counselor, are you satisfied your client is competent enough to move forward with this plea this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Huerta, did you get an opportunity to go over a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights and Court's Admonishments?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over that document with your lawyer?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
100%.
And did you sign that document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counselor, are you satisfied your client understands his waiver of constitutional rights?
I am, Your Honor.
Mr. Huerta, are you entered into your plea voluntarily this morning?
That is correct.
State, is there a plea bargain?
There is, Your Honor. State's going to waive count 1 and proceed on count 2, obstruction of a highway.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Answered.
The plea agreement is for a $500 fine, court costs, 12 months deferred adjudication, DWI education, victim impact panel, TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 40 community service hours, and $60 restitution to Texas DPS. And Judge, I believe he has another case.
He does?
688731.
Okay, I don't have one file out. Let's see. Okay. Do we have both files out, guys? What is the other? What are we doing with the other case?
We're TICing it, Judge.
Okay, give me that cost number. But I do need that file to write on it. What's the cost number?
688731.
731. Okay. All right. Is there anything else?
That's the entirety of the plea bargain.
All right, very well. Mr. Huerta, I see you're taking a plea bargain for deferred adjudication. Let me explain that deferred adjudication is a special type of probation, or if you do very well and successfully complete this probation, this case could ultimately be dismissed against you. However, if you violate any terms of this probation, I could call you back to court, I could revoke the probation, and I could sentence you up to the full range of punishment. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You still wish to move forward?
Yeah.
That's correct.
How do you plead to this charge?
Okay, sounds
Guilty.
good.
Okay, very well. The court accepts your plea of guilty, thought it's been voluntarily and intelligently entered into, and I'll set punishment as follows. We're going to move forward with count 2, obstruction of a highway, $500 fine, court costs, 12 months of deferred adjudication, DWI education class, the VIP class, a TAP evaluation, ignition interlock for half the term, 40 hours of community service, $60 to DPS. I'll set supervisory fee at $40. We're going to TIC, cost number 688731. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
From the defense, Your Honor, we do have 2 quick matters, Judge. Mr. Huerta does reside in Wilson County, Judge, so we'd ask that supervision be transferred after he reports here in Bexar County, and as well as on the ignition interlock, Mr. Huerta signed off on the affidavit there mentioning he does not have a vehicle, Judge, so we'd ask that he be placed on a portable alcohol monitoring device.
So we're going to do Pam for half the day. So thank you for talking about the residents. Okay, so Wilson County, Charles, will he be allowed to report by Zoom, or can we transfer this case with the obstruction, please?
I believe that the case can be transferred with the obstruction, Judge.
Okay, very good. All right, thank you, Counselor, for letting us know that. Okay, so
Yes,
I'll transfer the case to Wilson County. All right, anything else? And I'm also ordering the PAM device for half term. And you said he did submit that affidavit of non-driving already?
It was in the plea paperwork, Judge, that he signed off on.
Is it?
Yes, Your Honor. There's a section that asks him to fill out all the vehicles in the household or to check off and swear that he doesn't have a vehicle. And
Well, we still require an affidavit of non-driving that you file. That's the date for the court. If you don't have a template, Booker has one. He can send to you, counselor. Okay, if you need
I can get him one, Judge. I just didn't know if the paperwork would suffice or not.
No, I still like to have that for the courts. That's what the DA's office is asking, but the court we would like an affidavit of non-driving separate and apart. Okay,
we'll get that to you.
Okay, very good. All right. Is there anything else from either side?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing from defense, Your Honor.
If there's nothing else from either side, sir, have followed your plea bargaining agreement. You do not have my permission to appeal this. Mr. Poso, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Charles Kimbrough. He's going to go over a few things of probation with you. Counselor, did you want to go into that breakout room also?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Very well. Good luck to you, Mr. Huerta. Just look for the little join button. Everyone is excused. Thank you, Counselor, for coming on, taking care of this.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day, Your Honor.
You too. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to move on to our last plea. Carlos Aguirre. Let's see here. All right, so this is, let me call this case for the record that I explained. For the record, the court calls Carlos Aguirre, cause number 697893 and 697892. Mr. Aguirre is actually in federal prison. Is that correct, Counselor?
He's in a federal detention center.
Federal detention, yeah.
In Del Rio, in Del Rio right now with a case pending.
Okay, and we're going to do this plea in absentia. I think that the state is on board, and Lewis has talked to the supervisor, Caleb. Dan is on board with it also.
Yes.
Okay, so let me say before we get each side, state their name for the record, who you represent.
Caleb, partner for
Luis Martinez on behalf of Mr. Carlos Aguirre.
Okay, all right. So Lewis, I actually did one of these a long time ago in Angelini's court, and I swear to God, I was just telling Steve, I do not know. I guess we just moved forward. Okay, so I will usually ask how Mr. Gideon is doing. So we're going to move forward. But I guess I'm trying to remember how we moved forward in it without the client. I know I've done one before. Lewis,
yeah. So
you've done one
so
before?
Judge, under Chapter 43 of the Code of Criminal Procedure, it details the procedure. So on the felony procedure, it's got like 12 things you have to do.
Okay.
On the misdemeanor side, it just says you can do a plea in absentia. So there are much fewer requirements on the misdemeanor side.
So what are the steps? I wish I could remember.
What I do?
I don't remember. What are the steps we're going through? Like, when I'm asking him these things, like who is saying these things for? Like, I guess I need some guidance here. Like, I have not read that for the. I know that it can be done. I've actually done one myself as a defense attorney. I just do not remember the steps and how to do it. Okay. Do you remember the steps, Lewis, and how to do this?
Judge,
I did a felony one also. I've never done a misdemeanor one.
Yeah, so the misdemeanor is a lot simpler than the felony. The felony, there's steps we have to follow. The misdemeanor, I just on the record in open court, I can enter the plea for the defendant. And then I've supplied the court the standard plea paperwork.
Okay.
I supplied the court the standard plea paperwork, and it's signed by Mr. Aguirre. I went to Del Rio. I reviewed it with him. He signed it in person. We did that in February, and so I've got that presented to the court for the court's information.
Okay, I see all that. All right. Okay, then for the record, Counselor, Mr. Luis Martinez, he's going to state for the record, his client is doing a plea in absentia, and he's going to say for the record what that plea is. Go ahead, Luis.
So, Judge, Mr. Aguirre has a reckless driving pending, as well as an unlawful carrying a weapon. We're pleading the reckless driving, and the state is TIC, and the UCW will be agreeing to a motion to forfeit the weapon. We're asking the court to sentence Mr. Aguirre to the time that he's got in. Now, the problem is this: he's technically still on bond on the driving. It's since January the 27th in Del Rio, and I've got the case number, the information on that case.
You mean the reckless driving case?
So I'm asking the court to give him credit for the time that he's serving in Del Rio. Yes.
Like Booker, could you look up 6
Yes, Judge, for the reckless driving.
How many days in does he have? 697892.
It shows one.
But Louis, is Mr. Aguirre, is he not a citizen of the America, United States? Is he in a detention center there?
No, he's a citizen, Judge.
He's a citizen. Okay. So, okay. So he only has 1 day on the reckless driving. You're going to TIC the UCW? Because what we really should have done is I should have just increased the bond so he could collect. So now on our side, it looks like he doesn't have any days in, but 1 day.
Right. Well, Judge, at the same time, you can give him credit for the time that he's serving in detention.
Maybe.
So we can recognize the fact for the record that he's been in detention for 60 days.
Maybe.
So it's not scot-free.
Well, I mean, technically, legally, he's not serving time on that time because he's still on bond in those cases. That's why I do the bond increase. Okay, if you guys want to go forward on the 1 day, that's fine with me. That's okay. So let Caleb say for the record what the plea bargain is. What is that? Louis, are you close to me? You want to walk in? I can hear on the background. You want to come into the conference room here in 12? Are you in the hallway? Okay, yeah, the conference room, Louis, so we don't interfere with each other. The conference room. No, our conference room. Is anybody in our conference room? No, I mean, somebody's in there. Yeah.
However, they've got a bunch of jurors out in the hall. It's real loud.
Okay, so can you just go in the conference room and close the door so that okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, book it down. Yes. Okay. 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 All right. He's coming back. God, there he is. Louis. Okay, Louis. All right.
Can you hear me?
So, yeah, we can hear you now. Very much quieter. Okay, Caleb, for the record, what is the plea bargain?
Can I ask Louis a question real quick?
Yes.
Sure.
So recognizing that the defendant has been in custody for 60 days, is there a sentence that he's serving out in the federal custody? How much time?
No, he's in pretrial detention right now.
Okay.
And the issue is he's not eligible for bond if he has other cases pending. So closing these cases out will allow him to ask for bond. That doesn't guarantee he gets bond, but he's statutorily ineligible for bond right now because of these pending cases.
And so from my viewpoint, Louis wants me to use the 60 days he's there for these cases. No, that 60 days was not for these cases. He only has 1 day on this case. And technically, I don't really think that I could, as judge, could do it, but I don't mind going forward. If your guys' plea bargain is that he's going to get a JSAT, is that the plea bargain?
Judge, I would be more comfortable. I would not be comfortable offering a 1 day JSAT. I would be more comfortable around 10.
But 15. Okay, so.
Well, I mean, we can do that too, Judge, if you want to do 10 days, but he's not here, right? So how's he going to serve the 10 days?
If you increase the bond on the misdemeanor, does that accrue time, start accruing time?
Yeah.
And then we can.
I should have a long time ago increased both of these bonds so he could have been accruing time in these cases because our jail is saying that he just has 1 day. So Charles, if we give him 10 days and then we move forward, because he's not in Bexar County, how would he accrue the 10 days? How would he get to be brought back, or could he do the time even if he's in another facility?
They would bring him back to the jail when they release him from custody, in federal custody. They would bring him back to the jail. And then at that time, the jail would decide whether or not to give him credit.
Okay.
Since he's been in continuous custody.
Okay. Okay. All right. So is that what you guys want to do? Would that help your client, Louis, at all?
Well, if we do this, if we sentence him right now, it's going to essentially create a hold, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So as long as there's a hold, he's entitled to that time. So I can come back after the 10 days, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, let's do it that way.
Okay, all right then. Okay.
So what are we doing? Sorry.
We're gonna 10 days.
10 days, no
We're
JSAT.
We're gonna no JSAT, just 10 days.
Okay. Okay.
And then
sounds
TIC
good.
the other one.
So the plea agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 10 days, Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run current, and we are not asking that the judgment be satisfied at this time. And the state will TIC cause number 697-893, and we are also asking for a motion to forfeit the handgun in connection with that case.
And Judge, that's an agreed motion.
Okay, all right. The court grants it to motion to forfeit. Good. All right. Is everyone's understanding of the plea bargaining agreement?
Yes, Judge.
All right. And for the record, let me say one more time that we're doing this plea in absentia. Mr. Carlos Aguirre is in detention in Del Rio Federal. So the plea for the record is a $0 fine, court costs, 10 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent. The judgment is not satisfied. We're going to TIC cause number 697-893. Right, yes. And there's a motion to forfeit the handgun. Granted. All right, is there anything else from either side?
That's it, Judge.
Nothing from the state. Thank you for your patience.
All right, there's nothing else from either side. I have granted the defendant's plea bargain, so I will not grant any approve of any appeal. All right, so everyone is done. Thank you, guys. All right. Everyone is excused. All right, so 11:31, Booker, we still have a few on. Gustavo,
sir, who's your attorney?
I think he's there. His name should be Raimundo Martinez.
Oh, Raimundo.
I think I called and I think he said he was there at the court.
No, he didn't come by my court today.
Oh, well, yeah. My mom called like not too long ago, and because I saw he wasn't on here either, so I asked her, and she said that she called, and that he said that he was over there in court. That his secretary said that he appeared over there in court.
Okay, so he may be in a different court. When I created my docket and sent it out, I was unaware, or your attorney, your previous attorney did notify me, but I was on vacation last week. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna record your case for next Monday, where your attorney will appear. One second. And so I'll notify your new counsel of your new court date. So you're free to log off and we'll call your case for next Monday.
All right. At night, the same time, 9 a.m.
That's correct. And your attorney will send you the Zoom information for that day.
Okay.
All right, you're free to go.
Thank you.